Hi guys, I got something really special to share with you today. This is a 1972 Gibson ES-345. It's all original condition. Nothing's been changed except to pick the frets. The frets were replaced at some point. It's in excellent condition. The finish is unmarked at all. There's a few little, I don't know if you can make them out here, there's a few little buckle rashes on the back. Nothing that goes right through the finish. The hardware has got the gold stuff is wore off a bit just from playing, which is fine. All the electronics are original. Veritone works. It's in stereo. Okay, it's got stereo on the thing. So it comes with a special stereo jack, see, with the two insulators on it, and then this goes to a Y that plugs into two amplifiers. So the front pickup goes through a separate amp than the back pickup when you're using it in stereo. Otherwise, you can just put a Y adapter on the other end and plug it into one amp, and it works fine. And what I'm going to do is take it down, put it on the bench. I just picked it up yesterday, so I'm going to restring it. I'm going to pop pickups out just to see what's under the hood. And there's something really cool about this particular guitar, but I'll get to that later. So what do you say we throw it on the bench and see what we have to work with. Okay, so here we are on the bench. Apologize for the washing machine in the background, but you know, we're in underwear, so a man's got to do what a man's got to do. Anyway, here's a little more close-up look over. All original. As I said, the frets have been done. It's had frets done, but fret replacement. But otherwise, she's just away. She left the factory. Here's the tag. ES-345 TD. 1972 she was made, because 72 is the only year they put these Gibson. Some of them might have carried over to 73, I'm not 100% sure, but I know this one's a 72 from, I did the serial number check thing on it. ABR bridge with the wire, and trapeze tailpiece has Veritone. And there you go. So, let me set up. We're going to rip the strings off it, and we're going to pop out the pickups to see what's underneath. Alrighty. So, the strings. I took them off. The setup is pretty good. The intonation is good. The neck relief is good. It was set up pretty well. The shop that I bought it from, the 12th fret here in Toronto, did a setup on it before they put it out on sale. And they do pretty good work. A little expensive, but you know, it is what it is. I normally wouldn't spend anywhere near the kind of dough I paid on this. I'm not going to get into the price, but it was considerable. I'm sure you can imagine. It took a lot of soul searching, but I had to do it. I will explain to you the reasons for that in a little while. Well, let's go with this particular guitar. But I picked it up yesterday. Played it for a little while when I got home, and it just plays like butter. It's absolutely nice. Real ultra thin neck. It's got a very, very thin neck on it. A little bit of divoting here on the fingerboard, but you know what? It is 42 years old, and that's nothing unusual. Okay. Alrighty. We're gonna whip a take the pick guard off first, I think. Let's get it out of the way. Look at that. You can just make out here the shadow of where the pick guard was. Right there. See how the paint's faded around it? Pretty cool. Oh, wrong screwdriver. Let's try this one. There we go. Laying out these screws so that they go back in the exact same spot where they came out. This is a vintage instrument, so I like to keep that. In mind. Probably doesn't matter much, but it's nice to put it where it came from. There we go. Got a patent number sticker on there. It's never been tampered with. You can see the solder is intact. Not sure what that's all about. This down here, this is for the Veritone. It's a choke. Not quite sure how the Veritone works or what the point in that is, but it is there. Let's take a look at the back or front pickup. Again, patent number, solder is intact. That is interesting. I don't know what that's all about. Ground for the Veritone, most likely. Okay, give me a sec, I'll put it back together and we'll get to the restringing. Okay, pickups are reinstalled. Take a look at the bridge. There's a Gibson patent number on the bottom of the bridge. There's a little shot of the truss rod. And look how nice and tidy they cut around here. Did nice work back then. Okay, so throw some strings on it. Trapezoid, trapeze tailpiece. And it's made of solid metal, it's not just a piece of tin. And a slot where the strings go. Simply hook the string in, those seats. goes over the bridge, over the nut, and onto the tuner, just like any other guitar. I'm going to share with you a little trick today for restringing guitars. So a lot of people will, they'll bring the string up, they'll nip it off, put a little bend in it, and then put it through and start whine until the string tightens up. I have a easier way that I normally do things. Is bring the string up, put it in the nut. Now, if you'll notice, all the tuners, I already have all the holes pointing in this fashion, lengthways with the guitar, so I know exactly where that hole is at all times. I'm not looking for it later. So bring the string up, and then with the big strings, I like to do a couple of wraps. One, and come around again, and then take the tip, and then this is where, knowing where the hole is, comes in, push it through, and tighten it up, bend it up so it doesn't slip, and then simply tune the pitch. Now you don't have to do so many cranks on it. There, string's not the pitch, but it's snug. And that's it. And do the same with the rest of them. The small keys, I do 3 wraps, just to make sure. Same principle. Wrap around a couple times, shove it through the hole, bend it up, and then tune the pitch. Saves a lot of time and a lot of hand twisting. So I'd share that. Okay, I'll show you one more time. I'm using one of the plain wires. Just put it in the nut. The tuners are all facing this way. Just wrap it around. 1, 2. I give it an extra wrap for the plain strings, just in case. Shove the wire in the hole. Tighten it up. Bend it up. And just bring it up till it's tight. There you go. Do that with all the strings. Tune it up to pitch, stretch the strings, all the usual stuff, and you're good to go. It saves a lot of time doing it that way. Okay, we're all restrung. That's the bridge position. The Veritone is off. I'll do another demo on the Veritone separately because that'll take some time to go through. So the number 1 position is supposedly bypass. The middle is at a phase. I read somewhere that that's to do with the Veritone or the stereo. I'm not quite sure which. I suspect it's something to do with the stereo. I'm not really sure why it's out of phase, but that's the way it is. But I'll show you something you may not know. If you have a guitar with the pickups out of phase, take one of the volumes and roll it off just a little bit. There. That'll do away with the out of phase effect. You're not changing wires around, you're not swapping magnets. Just roll the volume off just a little bit, and there you go. So, you're probably wondering why I said this particular guitar was special, why I bought it. The fact is, this guitar is, like I said, 1972. But I owned this particular guitar, this exact guitar, in the early 90s. I had it for 4 or 5 years, and then I ran into some troubles, and I needed money, so I wound up selling it, and I've been kicking myself ever since. And a few weeks ago, I went into the 12th fret, a guitar shop here in Toronto that specializes in vintage guitars. I go in there every once in a while just to poke around. And I saw it sitting there. It was on a stand on the floor. I just about fell over. I could not believe it. And I looked at it, and first thing I checked for was that, you can make it out there, that chip in the corner of the headstock. Oh, and the sticker too. There's a sticker there that says Mountain Music on it. That was the first thing I looked at, the back of the headstock. When I saw that, I knew this was my guitar. So I sat down with it for a few minutes and decided I had to have it, because I'm not going to walk away from it, because I never forgive myself. So I talked to the guy, put it away for me for a couple of weeks so I could scrape together some money. And I went and bought it yesterday. And I'm glad I did. It's just... just nice to have my old girl back. So anyway, there you go. ES-345 from 1972. A little bit of history behind it. And any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.